Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of Turf Hours Crypto. Let's get right into today's video. You guys got to hear this from Naveen Gupta. I'm sure some of you guys have heard it before, but we're going to go into his history on LinkedIn. And we're also going to go into the Gates Foundation donating $200 million into a digital ID platform, which, again, goes back to Ripple and XRP. They're all in this together. And today, folks, Bank of England's RTGS system went down for nearly 6 hours. This is unacceptable. We're talking about, they do about 350 billion on a daily volume. It could be more, it could be a little bit less, but they don't have a full detailed report on what exactly happened. So stay tuned for that. I might publish it on Twitter, but this is breaking. This can't happen. This cannot happen. And Ripple has been running for 10 years without the system going down. These are what kind of points that these institutions want to look at when they're adopting a new technology. They need sustainability. They need a track record of it, being live for more than 10 years. Like I've said, this is a brand new infrastructure that they're going to plug into a system that's already going. Okay. Where do we even begin? First, 1.8 million crypto tokens out there, folks. That is a very, very crazy amount, and that's crazy to me. When I got in, there was about maybe 300, 200, and now we're talking about 1.8 million. Wow. Absolutely wow. Let me know what you guys think about that. 1.8 million tokens that are circulating.
I have said publicly before that I think 99% of all crypto probably goes to zero.
And further in today's video, we're going to get into a phone conversation that I had with Brad Garlinghouse. You don't want to miss that one. So let's get right into it. Gates Foundation commits $200 million to digital ID and other public infrastructure. Just one thing I want to point out, this is from last year, but listen to this. The $200 million is also earmarked to support interoperable payment systems and data sharing systems, according to the announcement. And if you guys recall back from 2017, Ripple and the Gates Foundation team up to level the economic playing field for the poor, and that's for cross-border payments. And guess what? Ripple debuts digital ID project with 40 companies on board. There's a lot going on behind the scenes, and a lot of people are going to get slapped when they see the price of XRP at double digits. That's all we could say. We're going to get into a video of Naveen Gupta and all the individuals that jump shipped from Swift and big corporations, big banks that joined Ripple for a reason. And we're going to do a little mini montage as well. This man is basically a genius in terms of just his experience. He was also a chief architect of HSBC's global initiative on working capital and liquidity management, and in 2008 was recognized as one of the 50 most promising young leaders in Asia Pac by the Asian Banker. Prior to joining HSBC, Naveen worked at Citigroup in San Francisco as a global relationship manager for technology, media, and telecommunications clients. He joined Citigroup as a management associate shortly after graduating from Thunderbird School Global. Okay, none of that stuff. So crazy stuff, but look at this. Look at this. He starts at Citigroup May 2001. 4 years as the VP. Then heads over to HSBC as head of project management, and then gets into global payments and cash management in Japan. Then goes to global strategy. Then becomes a board member in National Payments Corporations of India. We always say Ripple's massive in India, Ripple's massive in Hong Kong. These are the experienced individuals that you want. And then he does head of growth strategy in Asia. And after almost 11 years at HSBC, he comes to Ripple, going through his territory, South Asia and the MENA, and he's still working there almost 7 years at Ripple. And take a listen to what he says right here. And he's still here. He's still kicking it. He sees the vision. And in yesterday's calculation, that price was so conservative, folks. We didn't even talk about security settlements. The only three that we brought up were derivatives, real estate, and like bonds. There's so much more missing. Take a listen.
Ripple is not an ordinary company. We are not here to make us have a small market share or do X, do Y, and make small amount of money or something to happen. We are here to make a dent in the universe. Either we will change the remittance universe, the way you understand, the way value gets transferred across the world, between people, between institutions, or we will just fade away. So it's almost 0 or 1, and some of it comes from our Silicon Valley arrogance. Some of it comes from, that's the reason 6 years ago, we were born with the mission of moving money like information moves today. Every day we get tens of ideas to say, why don't you do security settlement? Why don't you work in trade finance? Why don't you do X, Y, Z? And what we tell them is just cross-border remittances is $155 trillion problem. We'll solve this first. We'll make a difference to everybody who's present in this room. And once we have made the difference, then only we will look at something else.
But I can't hold currencies in 100 countries. Well, guess what? You got XRP. So that's the holy grail. That's the ultimate end goal that we're aiming for.
Joined Ripple actually 10 months ago, and I used to work for Swift for more than a decade. Now coming back to Ripple because I joined Ripple to disrupt.
Like, those are some very, very bold statements from very high reputable individuals with a lot of experience under their belt, ladies and gentlemen. Know what you hold. Go ahead and smash that like button if you guys are enjoying this video so far. And now we're going to get into the phone conversation that I had with Brad Garlinghouse this morning. Take a listen. This is the difference between XRP and a USDC or a USDT or even Bitcoin and Ethereum, okay? At the end of the day, all these assets need to be interoperable with each other, and they still need to cross each other when they're doing these transactions. So the most highly liquid, the most efficient is going to be the breadwinner in this crypto sector, ladies and gentlemen. With that being said, take a listen to this phone conversation and let me know what you guys think of his thoughts in the comments down below. Oh, hey, Brad, I'm really excited you picked up the phone. I just had a quick question for you.
Yeah, I'm really excited to be here. Good to see you both.
How's your day going so far? Are you keeping busy?
Banking conference, a lot of banking meetings, so
All right. I don't want to know too much of that, but my reason for the call is I just want to, can you explain to my audience quickly here live the difference between XRP and a stable coin and how, you would still need to utilize an asset like a utility token like XRP, even with Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stable coins?
a stable coin like USDC, for example, that Coinbase and Circle have done, I think that is interesting in mitigating volatility, but you still have to go from dollar to peso. Right, so at some point you have a bridge, somebody has to bridge that. And in effect what Ripple's doing is, let's make XRP the most efficient, the most liquid, and the easiest to bridge by selling effectively connectors on both ends, selling APIs to allow people to connect to both ends of that. If we have hundreds of banks interconnected to use XRP for that, I think that bodes well for the liquidity of XRP.
So with you mentioning all that, do you think the value of XRP can go to $100 in the future?
I mean, that's what I believe. I think different people believe different things, but that's okay.
Thanks, Brad, for picking up.
We started building RippleNet with the thesis that crypto liquidity would eventually be able to support robust global payments, large payments. RippleNet was designed so that customers seeing the benefits of our fiat-based network could flip the switch to ODL once the market was mature enough. And this is exactly what's happening. Flip the switch. I think what we're building has, it's solving a real problem. And I think all of the tokens, my advice to anybody would be, understand the utility. If there's real utility and there's real value being delivered to a real customer, there will be value in the token.